Today I will give a presentation on code review. I will talk about it from the three aspects: code, variable, and error handling. Regarding the code, the implementation is complete and correct. We have one specialized tester to do the test work, and Trello is used for bugs tracking. Speaking of the logic, we usually have 3 regular group meetings and 1 meeting with the client to discuss the requirements and write them down in the form of checklist, like the picture. The code is well structured and clean. We created our folders and files according to the scaffold standard. In addition, the style is consistent and the indications are correct. We use 2 spaces for our indications. As for the standard and convention, we access to the database using the method provided by the Rails, and name our variables adhere to the convention in the programming industry. All the functions are categorized according to the modules they belong to. For the comments, we use descriptive comments, so it is easy to understand. And every time the code is changed, the comments will be modified. We tried hard to keep our code clean by removing unneeded procedures and repeated blocks. We also tried to make our code testable. The specialized tester will make the test plan and construct the test framework. Code structure is our big concern. We would eliminate the complex modules, and reconstruction is carried out all the time. We use a meaningful and consistent way to name our variables. The camel style is used in database table variables, and the snake style is used in Ruby variables. We also use appropriate abbreviation. As for the scope, all the functions and files are categorized by the module, so they all have a module scope. It can be guaranteed to be correct. Unused variables will be removed by conducting individual review and group review. The data will be fully tested before using, and there is error exception handling to make the system stable. Regarding the arguments, they will be verified before using. And for the hardcode, we use Rails-defined variables and get parameters from the web page, so there is no hardcode in the system. In terms of error handling, we don't ignore any return values. If the return values are unneeded, they will be removed. For the files and external devices, the existence will be checked before accessing, and a warning will be given if error happens. Operations in the database are automatic, so if exceptions happens, the data won't be changed, and the current page will be redirected to the home page. As for the hardware faults, just need to restart the Rails server, and the warning will be given when server starts. Stubs and test routines will be removed before merging our code into the stable branch. And the loops and branches will be fully tested to eliminate the nested loops and incorrect branches. Group review is another way to keep the logic correct. Thanks.